Hi lovelies, and welcome to another episode. Today I will be talking about how do I show myself self-love in this season. I'll be talking about the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm not doing. So let's dive deep into this convo. So some of the girls and I were on a Zoom call and we were just talking about how are we showing love to ourselves in this time of the world that we're living in. And so for me, I felt like the number one thing is to have me time. I need my me time. Me time can look different in various seasons of life. Like before, me time was going to the cinema and having dinner by myself and just getting that time to just be. Right now, me time is those walks to the park or just watching a movie by myself or reading a book or something like that, or having a cup, making my own favorite food. That is my me time. So that is really important for me. Another thing that I have noticed that really helps me to thrive during this season is allowing myself to feel. Yeah, allowing myself to feel, because there was a time that I kind of shut down in a way. I am a feeler. I feel a lot, and I'm quite sensitive to what people are feeling, how I'm feeling, things around me. So there was a time that I felt like it was all too much, and so I kind of just shut down mentally, emotionally, and as a result I kind of just went numb. And for me, who feels, when I went numb, it was scary. It was the scariest thing. And I feel like right now I'm getting out of that place where I'm allowing myself to feel. And even though sometimes it may hurt, sometimes it may get overwhelming, this past summer I'm allowing myself to feel that and not beat myself down about how I am feeling about things. And so allowing myself to feel. And in that allowing myself to feel, I have had to set certain, I wouldn't say boundaries, I've kind of set certain things for myself to help my mind, to help my mental health, to help my emotions. So first of all is, especially in this time, I have reduced the amount of things I consume. I'll give an example. So I love to watch drama. Love to watch drama in movies and TV shows. I love watching drama because you just feel the emotion, you know? Like I said, I like to feel. You feel the emotion. But especially in the last few months, with a lot of things happening in the world, with police brutality, with what's happening in Nigeria at the moment, my emotional capacity to watch dramas, I've had to keep a watch on that. So I've kind of reduced the kinds of things that I watch, that either not because they're bad, they are absolutely amazing shows, but I know for myself they can be a little bit triggering, they can be a little bit overwhelming. And so for this season of my life, this season at the moment, showing myself love is by not watching certain shows. I recently watched Just Mercy. I chose a day that I was feeling quite upbeat, and I chose to watch it during the day. And that was a very wise decision for me to watch it during the day and on the day that I was feeling upbeat. And after I watched it, I didn't know what to do with myself. Literally, I did not know what to do with myself, because that film touched the deepest part of me. It literally went to the core. And you know when you watch something and you don't really have the words to express how much it has impacted you? That is basically what that film did. There is one scene in particular that, as I watched it, it was like it wrecked something. Watching that scene did so much to me. Your core so much, it touched me so much that I did not know what to do with myself afterwards. And so take a deep breath. It's one of the ways. So if I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed or emotional, I just take a little deep breath and I continue. As I was saying, that movie did a work in me. It did a real deep work in me, and it shook me to my core. As I was saying, that scene shook me to my core. But back to the point of kind of keeping an eye on the things that I watch. Watching it on a day that I was quite upbeat was a good choice. But after watching it, I chose to listen to something inspiring to kind of lift me up from that place of despair, to remind me that there are people in the world that are fighting for justice, that even though these atrocities, these evil things are still happening, these painful, terrible things are still happening, there are people, there are things that are happening that are good in the world. So just to remind myself that there is good in the world, there is hope, there is truth, there is justice. That's one way that I show myself love. And let's go to this word intentionality, because it's very key to how I've been showing myself love. Like I just mentioned, being kind of careful about what I watch and trying to reduce the amount of drama that I consume, just to help myself emotionally and to help my mental health. Intentionality is key, because it kind of takes work when you make a decision that, okay, I'm going to look after myself, I'm going to care about my health, I'm going to care about my well-being. It doesn't just happen like that. There are steps that you need to take to make sure that it does happen. So being intentional about what I'm reading, being intentional about what I'm listening to, being intentional about what I'm watching. Those are the keys to really helping myself and showing myself love. And like I said before, allowing myself to feel. Because especially as a feeler, if you guys are feelers out there, you understand that sometimes it's just easy to want to shut down. You just want to shut down. You don't want to feel anything. You don't want to have any connection to anything, because it just makes it so much easier. But allowing yourself to feel the hurt, to feel the pain, to feel the disappointment, to feel the rejection, allowing yourself to sit in that moment, but not living in that moment. Allow yourself to sit in that moment, but don't live in that moment. Right? So that's what I've been learning so far in this season. Yeah. So giving myself me time, being intentional about what I'm listening to, what I'm watching, what I'm reading, which includes the news, by the way. The news, either 5 to 10 minutes in the day, and that is it. And then allowing myself to feel and giving myself grace, allowing myself to, make mistakes, to not beat myself up when I mess up, because I am human and we are all human. So that's what I've been learning in the last few months in this season, to just kind of be gentle with myself. Be gentle with myself, be gentle with how I speak to myself, be gentle with how I carry myself, be gentle with how I do things to myself, because that's important. What does that even look like, being gentle with myself? So let's say I had planned certain tasks to do for the day, but I don't end up getting all of them done. Instead of saying, oh, look at you, why can't you just do things properly, and things like that, being gentle with myself is me saying to myself, okay, you did what you could today, we'll try again tomorrow. Or, I'm very proud of all that you accomplished today. I'm very proud of you. We'll get it again tomorrow. And that also looks like me writing affirmations on my wall. I am creative, I am spontaneous, I am amazing, things are working out for my good, those kinds of things. And that is how I am learning to love myself, especially in this season, and to just take care of myself. It may look different for different people in different seasons, but the core value, the core essence is the same. Loving yourself, loving you, and taking time for you. So I would love to hear what you guys do to look after yourselves, to love yourselves, if you have self-care days. Some of the things that you're doing, especially in this season, to show yourselves love. You can put it down in the comments. Let's have a convo. Thinking of you all. Take care of yourselves, take care of your mind, take care of your spirit, take care of your soul and your body, because there's only one you. Alright? Love you guys, and I will see you again on the next video.